For Work Together 12-3, we're preparing payroll taxes. So as you can see in front of us, we have a half-completed semi-monthly payroll sheet. So we need to go through in here and take stuff from our directions, all the information, and fill it in the correct boxes. So directions state that selected payroll data for antique shops provided, then you need to complete the following. So step 1, complete the payroll register entries for Judy Hensley and Mike McCoon for the semi-monthly pay period ended July 15th, 20 whatever, because we're gonna put that in here. They don't give us a date, so July 15, 20 dash. You need to use the tax withholding table shown in lesson 12 so back to those pages I showed you in the last lesson, which was 347 and 348 to determine the taxes. You're going to use tax rates of 6.2 for Social Security, 1.45 for Medicare, and then each employee withheld $60 for health insurance and $15 for U.S. savings bonds per pay period. After that, we're going to total these and then also prepare a quarterly earnings record for Judy down below. So let's go along here. First things first, 1040 plus 39 gives me 1079. Federal income tax with that, go back to my chart. She's married with 2 allowances, so looking on page 348, married with 2 allowances, tax withheld is $48. 1079 times my 6.2% is 66.90. 1079 times 1.45%, 15.65. Health insurance taken out was $60. $15 for a savings bond. Now I'm going to see where these branches are right here? It branched it off. I need to take all my taxes and deductions and add them together. So 48 plus 66.90 plus 15 plus 60 plus 15 gives me a total of 205.55. So I'm going to draw a little line right here so you see what I'm talking about. This is a divide line right there. So that to that is going to give you this total right here. Okay? So next thing we need to do is scroll over a little bit if it'll let me. We'll just do this. There we go. So now my line's moved obviously, but that's okay. I'm going to take my total of 1079, so total 1 minus total 2 gives me a net pay of $873.45. Alright, so what you did is took your total earnings minus your total deductions, and you got that number. One thing I also need to add up here is my date of July 15th. Alright, so I'm going to get you back over here. A little bit more. We'll line those numbers up. Alright, now same thing we're going to do for Mike. 920 plus 5175 gives me a total of 971.75. Go to the tax chart. Single, 1 allowance. His tax withheld is going to be $95. Take his 971 times 6.2% gives me 60.25. 971.75 times 1.45 gives me $14.09. Same thing as before, $60 for health insurance, $15 for savings bond. Take 95 plus 60 plus $14.09 plus 60 plus 15 gives me a total of deductions for him for $244.34. Gonna scroll us over here. Now we look at total 1, 971.75 minus total 2 of 244.34 gives me a net pay of $727.41. All right. I'm going to get those lines off there now. Last thing we need to do is to get my totals. So we're going to go through and add up all the columns straight down. So totals. 1,040 plus 920 gives me 1960. 39 plus 51.75 gives me 90.75. Straight down, add these two up. 2050.75. 48 plus 95, 143. 66.90 plus 60.25, 127.15. 1569.65. So we had our 1565 plus our 1409, which gave me a total of 29.74. Add our health insurance up. 60 plus 60 equals 120. 15 plus 15 equals 30. 205.55 plus 244.34 is 449.89. And then our net pay, add those two up. 873.45 plus 727.41 gives me 1600.86. So you've completed the first part of this. We've done steps 1 and 2 of totaling them and proving the payroll register. Now we need to do the next step, which was to create a quarterly earnings record for Miss Hensley for the quarter ended September 30th. So we're going to scroll down here, fill in some information. Right here was September 30th. We're filling it out for employee number. Her employee number was 5. It's all taken from right above here. Last name is Hensley. First name was Judy. Middle initial, they don't give us one, so we're going to leave that blank. Marital status, she is married with 2 allowances. So what we need to do right now is go through and pretty much take stuff right from the top and bring it right down to our bottom and fill it in. Alright? So it also tells me my directions that her rate of pay is $13. This is all given to me in the book directions. Social Security number was 543-69-0123. As you can see, it pops up for me. I'm going to bring this over a little bit. Her position was listed as a sales clerk. Her accumulated earnings for the second quarter are $13,520. So we need to take our $13,520 and put that in there. Alright, so now we go through and bring all of our numbers down. Ended was 7/15. And then, oops. Regular, 1,040. Overtime, 39. Total, 1,079. Income tax filed, $48. Social Security, listed above, was 66.90. Medicare, 15.65. Health insurance, 60. Other, 15. For a total of $873.45. Nope, that's wrong. Put in the wrong box. Sorry about that. Total, as our deductions, we didn't put in there, 205.55 for the net pay belongs right here of $873.45. All right, so the last thing we need to do to finish this problem is to take our accumulated earnings. Now, you're going to take $13,520 and add it to your total earnings, which is $1,079. You're not going to use your net pay because your accumulated earnings is everything you've earned with the taxes still included in it. So $13,520 plus 1,079 gives me $14,599. All right. So there you go. You have completed a payroll register and a quarterly earnings record for an employee. So that's 12.3 work together. So go ahead and give 12.3 on your own a shot.